This is why the Marvels flop. It doesn't make any sense. Kamala's parents should be dead in this scene. Hi guys, in this video I would like to dedicate for talking about one thing I don't like about the Marvels. But obviously I don't like so many things in this movie. I believe so many people have the same idea. But because I would like to keep the channel and this video more organized, so one thing, one video. I will talk about that blue soldier on the right of the screen. He looks very strong. He is a soldier in the main villain army, the Kree girl with the big hammer. And this blue soldier, it looks like he could take on 10 grown adult male soldiers at the same time. He also has that axe looking weapon with blue light shining out, so he looks very strong. He seems very dangerous, but for some reason in this scene he could not even hurt Miss Marvel's parents, and that's so ridiculous. Look at her, she doesn't look very athletic at all, but for some reason she could take on this blue soldier very easily, not a single scratch. I could think of only two reasons why they let this happen in a $250 million budget movie. One, the writers are incompetent, because lately for some reason it seemed like Marvel have been hiring so many incompetent people for very important jobs, like the writer, the producer. If you remember She-Hulk, that was so bad. I did not even finish the series. For some reason they let that series on air, and it seems like they haven't learned a single thing after that embarrassment. They still let this movie went into the theater. $250 million budget. And the second reason that they let this movie release, maybe they just wanted to sell this to kids. Maybe their main target audience is kids. And it's so funny because if you think about it, Marvel has been all about superheroes against supervillains. So basically it has been about war. What's supposed to happen in war? Brutality, blood, death. That is Marvel. Marvel has been about war. So it is very funny if they try to sell this to kids, because I don't know, everyone remember, maybe apart from people that making MCU movies for the last 5 or 6 years, MCU was a success, especially Infinity War, because the main audience that time was majority male. Back in 2008 when Iron Man was released, and it was huge success. That was why Marvel started MCU, because of Iron Man. And around that time, the majority of audiences was male. It has been male all along, even before MCU. In comic book era, it had been male also. But then MCU was very successful. The Avengers Endgame made $3 billion. Obviously, it attracted people that were not main target audience, and I believe that was the downhill of Marvel, since woke people that try to insert themselves in the conversation, they demanded so many ridiculous things from Marvel. Like if you remember when Black Widow started to appear, her first appearance in Iron Man 2, woke people started to demand about, please don't use Black Widow as a sex object, please give her more of that. And then they started to demand a lot more. Why they are not many female heroes in Marvel? Why female heroes costume in the comic book, most of them are so revealing? Please don't do that in the movies. And for some reason, the executive of Marvel bought the idea. I believe the woke people successfully brainwash the higher-ups in the industry. I don't know, by shaming them, by post a lot of content that try to shaming the idea of revealing girl body in Marvel movie, and look what happened. Since then, Marvel has been on a decline for I believe 4 or 5 years now after the Endgame, mainly because of wokeness. Look at Brie Larson. She has F cup. She actually said it herself, double D cup or F cup, but not a single time that she showed that in Marvel movies. I believe if she leaned more into pleasing male audience, things would turn out very differently. Because the flop of the Marvels and also so many woke movies should give big hint to the industry and also the world that wokeness is not real. The world that we are living in is not like that. If you are a girl, nothing wrong with show your body. If you show it appropriately, you can be a sexy girl and also competent girl at the same time. You don't have to be strong, independent woman that better than men in every single aspect, because no one buy that idea. The world that we live in is not like that. I hope this flop could cure so many delusional people. And that's all I have to say. Thanks guys. Don't forget to do YouTube things.